Another term that you might hear around the place is the term primary prevention. And it's quite important to understand the difference between primary prevention and health promotion and how it links. Um, so, health promotion is one aspect of primary prevention, but it's not, the terms are not interchangeable. Essentially, primary prevention is about altering the susceptibility of individuals or even population groups by increasing their resistance to disease and decreasing their exposure to um, the disease or agent or determinant of a particular illness. And um, with with primary preventions, there are three major aspects. So there's health promotion, which we've discussed, which is looking at healthy people and very much focus on healthy people, whether they be individuals or populations, and they're very much targeted. The second aspect of primary prevention is disease prevention. So looking at people at risk and trying to prevent disease from developing in those people at risk. And the third aspect is health protection. So primary prevention also looks at looking at environments, especially the social and physical elements of environments, to essentially change the environment to reduce the likelihood that people will become ill. Just summing all this up, if we look back at the old public health, which you'll remember was up until about the mid to late 80s, so 85 to 90, 1985 to 1990, there was very much an environmental focus, but it was environmental health focus, which means safe food, safe water, adequate housing, and effective sanitation. The new public health, which developed or emerged in the 90s, was not to negate what happened previously. So it was the old public health plus the integration of enhancing life skills. So essentially enabling. You remember that one of the key features of health promotion is to enable people to look after their own health, to enhance life skills, to introduce healthy public policy, so the policy environment, the economic environment, and the social environment were geared towards maximizing the chance of good health in the population. And these were targeting specifically non-communicable diseases or chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease and cancer, diabetes. And also there were some emerging communicable disease, namely HIV, AIDS. And then from here, from the turn of the century, the year 2000 and beyond, we took these two aspects, the old and the new public health, and added a third element, which is very much about ecosystem and also environmentally sustainable activity. And this is the state that we're at the moment. We're now trying to manage the environment for a range of different issues, but let's face it, all this talk about environmental sustainability is about saving the human species. So the Ottawa Charter for Health, in fact, the Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion is a key document developed at a WHO conference in Ottawa in 1986. And this is where the era of health promotion emerged. The Ottawa Charter is an integral document in this regard. And essentially, this is the diagram that is basically summarizes the Ottawa Charter, the health promotion Ottawa Charter. And I'll deal with, I have a separate PowerPoint lecture which actually looks at this diagram specifically, but there are three activities or actions associated with the Ottawa Charter for Health promotion. Enable, mediate, and advocate. and there are a range of different objectives within this: to strengthen community action, to develop personal skills, to build healthy public policy, to create supportive environments, and to reorient health services away from treatment, or not necessarily away from treatment, but certainly to orient them towards prevention, so that they're not only treating, but they're also preventing new problems from emerging. So I'll include another presentation that specifically addresses the Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion. If we're thinking about health practitioners, what does the Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion mean? You've heard this cliche about think globally, act locally. It's about thinking about the global environment, thinking about the big picture, looking forward to new health concerns and considering what you're doing now and how it might affect health outcomes in the future, making a big impact, and then thinking about the big picture, but thinking about how it translates to the local context. It's the major challenge for health practitioners. And so I'll just remind you at the end of this lecture that the content of this lecture is very closely linked to chapters 4 and 5. So I recommend that you now refresh your memory with reading chapters 4 and 5 from the textbook, and also you might start looking at chapter 20 for the content that'll appear next week on Leo.